Okay, I got you set on my bench here. I got that the flywheel all filed down. So now we can try to put it together with gears, with brass gears. Now, when I put this in here, there's a spacer that has to go underneath. If it's this spacer, I'm thinking it's this spacer. It's kind of a trick putting it together. Being you got to get that spacer in there. I should loosen this bearing up too. Find a hole. See, I got it through too far already. Now, where's my needle nose? Hold it pushing in place. Ah, missed it. Push the bushing out of the way. I know I struggled with this, getting this bushing in before. I don't remember. I might have taken that. I think I'm going to. I'm going to take this cross member off. And if I take that cross member off, let's take this block out of there. If I take that cross member off, then I can get that spacer in there. Try it this angle once. Try it this way once. Okay. Oh, I got it. I got it. Now, I'll get it through the bearing. There we go. Get this bearing back in place. It still has a little bit of shake, but not much. I'm gonna have to live with it. All right, let's get the bottom one on here. The bottom throw. Gotta pull it back a little bit. I don't know if you're seeing any of this that far away or not, but right now. I'm going to drop it on the floor. Turn that around so I can get at the screw. Can't be sticking out because otherwise it'll catch the rod. Tighten that up. Now, the little screw that goes through the connecting rod with the shoulder on it, a little shoulder screw. Got that lined up. I don't want to break the tubes. So, I got two of them here. They're both the same, so it shouldn't matter which one I get. Ugh. Tighten that one up. Alright. Now, the next thing that has to go on is a gear. And that goes down like that. I'm just putting gears together here to line them up just to see the spacing, because you'll have to put spacers in certain areas. Well, let's see. This goes on next. It's still got the gear on it. I'm going to get that gear off of there. Got a gear and a spacer on there. I might have to heat it up. Might have to heat it up. Oh, it broke loose. Super glue on that. Spacer's loose. So we can put the shaft through there. Let's put this in place. I'm not going to tighten it. Leave it loose so it wiggles around, so that I can, when I get the gear in there, I can set the backlash a little bit with that, with the slop in these screws too. So not only setting it with bushings, I'm setting it with the looseness of the screws. About a quarter turn loose. There's 4 screws that hold this main tower on, main blade tower. The bevel gears I made, instead of using 3 operations, 3 cuts, I just used the 2 I left out the middle cut, because what you do is you cut on the middle of the tooth, then you drop the table and change the degree by, on these gears it was 5 degrees, change it by 5 degrees, make the top cut, then you raise the table and then turn the opposite way 10 degrees then, and make a cut. So anyway, I made the 2 outside cuts. I guess I wasn't very clear when I was doing it at what all I was doing. So put this gear in there and look at it. I need a shorter gear this way. This one here is too tall. I've got them with different size shoulders on it. I could actually switch these 2 around probably. Nope, they're both about the same. So I want a short one. Try this one. This one might be a little too short. I can cut them down. I need to get the 256 drill. I got a burr on this one yet. Run through it. 250 or 157, I should say. $157, not 2. Keep saying 2s. Now I should have slide on there. I don't have the set screw hole put in them yet either. I got some of them. Still needs to be shorter. Needs to be shorter than this one. I got one choice left, which is a little shorter. And that's the first gear I made. The very first one. Yep, that's the one. That's the one that's going to go there. That one probably end up getting Loctited in place. I don't know if I got room for a set screw. This one here needs a longer one. I do have some longer ones. So this one's probably too long. Let's check her out. Back with reloads. Still need to have a spacer behind it. That spacer right here that I've got laying here probably won't work. Let's take this back out. See if we can get the spacer in there. Let me put the gear in. Back here. Yep, that'll work right there. Okay, so that'll work. Now the tail fin. The tail. That's the next. Did I cut a shaft for that yet? I don't remember if I cut a shaft for that yet. I'm not going to use my brass. I'll use the steel. W2, I think, is what it is. Let's see, what did I? Oh, W1. It's water hardening tool steel. We need to figure out how long a shaft. Well, I'll measure from there to the center line of that, of the little cross member, or cross shaft. That will get me a little long in the length. So we'll go from here to just about the center of that. Six inches, 900 thou. I'm just dry fitting everything together here, and then I'll take this back apart and put the set screw holes in. I'll decide whether to put a set screw hole or Loctite this one on the main flywheel. If I Loctite that, I'll still be able to get it apart. Yeah, just take the beams out. Or no, I just take everything apart and pull it out. It'll just be, this gear will be Loctite on. I have to Loctite this one on and back too. There's no room for a set screw there. Unless you go with a bigger set screw, and I'm not going to go with a bigger set screw. Any screw with a head on it though would hit. So, what did I say? 6 inches, 900. I will be back. I'm going to go cut that, and then I'm going to take a lunch break, and then I'll be back after that. Okay, I'm going to Loctite the top one on. So what I'm going to do is just dab a little Loctite around the top of it and move it up and down. And we'll use this red stuff. And I'm just going to put it on this little screwdriver. Oops, way more than I need. I'm just going to move the gear up and down to get it underneath. I'm going to set it down in there and then just wait for that to set up. While I'm waiting for that to set up, I can put the screw holes in these two gears. I'll start with this gear here first. I'll go over and put a 172 hole in this. Threaded hole for the set screw. So I'm going to go ahead and put the set screw holes in these two gears, and then I'll be back. Okay, I made a little bushing for our spacer for in the back. I have the gear in place for the front here. So, and I drilled and tapped this one too. So I can go ahead and put the power throw on. This one right here. Get that set in place. Right there. Tighten that up. Okay, now that's got to be set 90 degrees to this one. So if that's over there, this has to be straight up. Like, you gotta get the timing right. Or close. Tighten that up. Now we need the little well, that has to come out a ways. We're not even close. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to make a new shaft here. I'm gonna have to make a new shaft, I think. This shaft is too that I had with the plastic gears is too short now. Because that plastic gear held that shaft back so far. Darn it. Yeah, it's definitely too short. Let's measure how much too short. Because the end of this here shaft should come out close to the end of the rod here. And it is approximately, well, I can gain some over here too. Let's see if I can gain enough. If I pull this back and just barely clamp on that. So loosen this screw up and pull that back. I might be able to make it. Now it's clamping way out on the end of the shaft. Now let's see if I got enough here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It'll make it. I gotta get this by there now. Pull this up. There we go. Now, swing this around. Just barely make it. But it'll make it. All right, let's set this right. It's over there. This to the top. Swing this around. Tighten her down. Now, the little shoulder bolt that I made. we can actually test it, see if this is going to run now. Let's go do that. Let's go over to the surface, or over to my assembly area where I'm over here now. Over here. Put it on the board. Put that weight in. I'm going to move the camera over there. Ooh, getting dizzy? Oh, man. I'm having a flash again. Been getting pain flashes all day. Really sucks. Some of them make you want to scream. All right, I'll fill this one up with alcohol. And we'll see if this will run with the new gears in there. I don't see why it shouldn't, but we'll just give her a test. Give her a test anyway. Set that under there. Light it. Let it warm up. Oh, I don't have I need something to spin it on top. Well, I don't need it. I can spin it with a flywheel, I think. We're going the right way? Yeah. So this will be the initial running of this one with the new gears in it. So push this in so I can turn it. It wants to go. I might have those gears set a little tight too. Because that spacer that I had, I should have made it just a little bit. I made it 50 thou. I should have made it like 45. But once it runs a little bit, they'll wear in a little bit, rake in. Oh, I didn't tighten that up. It's wiggling around too. That might help. See, this is all wiggling around. That might help a little bit, I don't know. I'll tighten up those two in this side anyway. Now let's try it. Ta-da! All right, what happened here? Oh, the flywheel come loose. Don't have it tight enough. It's spinning. Where's the screw? There it is. I don't remember if I tightened that or not. Wrong wheel, wrong wrench. I don't remember if I tightened that. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Now let's try it. I may not have tightened it. Ta-da! So all we got left is for gears is to put the other gear in. I got a gear made up, or a spacer made up for it, but I have to shorten the shaft. we're getting close to having to make the blades because I don't have anything left to do. I gotta make one shaft for the, I gotta make one shaft for the tail here. I know that they turn a lot freer now with my gears in there, with those brass gears. It's a hell of a difference. So anyway, I'm going to cut away here and I'm going to go ahead, put the spacer, put that gear on and figure out the length of that shaft, and then I'll come back.